It's gonna get bad, and I got a funny feeling that we would hit 5% no time soon. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe sometime before the end of the year, we'll be at 5% interest. Right now, the government's raising the interest rate again another 25 basis points. What I recommend to a lot of people, if they can remortgage their properties right now, if they have a higher rate naturally. If you don't have a higher rate, stay still. If you see that within the next, say, 4 to 6 months, that your mortgages are coming due, you better go out there. Start shopping that mortgage already right away to a couple of institutions, a couple of lenders, and lock in your rate. Because the way the economy is going, the way the gasoline prices are going, the war is going, it's unpredictable. So the mortgages right now, I would jump on, because I'm doing it myself personally. Right now, I got about 3-4 mortgages that I have out to a lot of the banks and a lot of institutions to see who's going to give me the best rate. But what I am doing is locking in the rate, because I don't know what's tomorrow. And you know, it's a big difference when you're dealing with a couple $100,000 or a couple of million. So especially, I'm talking about investors' properties. If the interest rate goes up 25 basis, will throw you out of the way where you won't get a lot back in the sense of remortgaging it or cash out. You might be under, because they're already predicting that, where you won't have enough cash flow coming in to pay that mortgage. So it's a catch-22. So it's right now to see that you can get a locked-in interest rate, get your mortgages refinanced. Hopefully you don't pay a penalty to do it, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that most of the time if you stay with the same institution, the same bank, they don't give you a penalty. Because a lot of them do. They, you know, as business people, they have that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that you get a penalty all the time that you're doing that. But I strongly recommend right now to remortgage your property. I'm doing it to about 3/4. My interest rates were higher, and right now they've come up. So I want to remortgage them. If I can cash out on some of them, I'm going to cash out on some of them and then lock in that interest rate. It'll be the best time to do it right now, because I got a funny feeling that the interest rate probably go to 5 and more, all because of what's going on in today's market. I think we're close to 4 right now. And if the interest rate is going to jump up 2-3 times in this year alone, you're definitely going to be at 5. It's very important that if you're not too sure, go to your accounting, go to the attorney, someone that you can turn to that can help you out, that understands that market. The biggest thing is when you don't know what you're doing and it's the unknown, and you can get hurt. And you'll have so many fees and so many points on it that it's bad. You're going to be spending more money on closing costs than anything else. But if you look at the interest rate, if your interest rate is anywhere in the 3s and the 3/4, and you still got another 5 years to go, then leave it alone. You're good. Anything that's from the 5 to 7 year mark, and you're under 4, it might not pay to remortgage that. If you're under the 6 months to a year it's coming up to renew, start shopping that right now. Don't waste no more time on that, because you're gonna have a problem. Before you lock in the rate, before you get an approval, whatever it is, and you go through that process, because there's so many people doing it, that some of these banks are overwhelmed with so many applications. There are mortgage brokers that you can go to, but if you have a one-on-one relationship with banks, reach out to them right away with that. It's gonna get bad, and I got a funny feeling that we would hit 5% no time soon. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe sometime before the end of the year, we'll be at 5% interest. We're going back to the 80s, when interest rate was 9, 10%. I had some mortgages at that rate, because they were the only ones giving the rate, the mortgage. So I had no choice to pay 10% interest on it. And these are from banks. So it's very important that you read what you're doing, go to an attorney, and go to the accountant to make sure that you're making that remortgage the right way, that you don't get hurt.